But another story on the front of the Sydney Morning Herald tomorrow, move could make room for homes. The New South Wales government is considering interventions in local zoning to allow more terraces, manor homes and other housing types to bolster the missing middle of Sydney's housing mix. Erin, I know Victoria is its own, microcosm of suburbs and things like that, but when you start talking about zoning in Sydney, I think a lot of NIMBYs are going to have a lot of things to say, and understandably so.
I bet they will. They've been protecting those house prices in Sydney for a long time. At the risk of sounding like a NIMBY myself, I have to say, yes. I'm all for sort of, increasing the density of our housing. But what I really hate is bad design. And if you look at Melbourne, some of the suburbs here are being destroyed by really badly designed, cheaply designed townhouses in particular. We're obsessed with townhouses. I don't understand why we don't go up with full floor apartments instead. But I think that this is a cultural Australian thing where people want a townhouse and a courtyard the size of a matchbox rather than a beautiful apartment. But it's the bad design. There are apartments around Marybeck Council in Victoria, around Brunswick area, where there are barely any windows. You get these tiny slither windows at the top. And we will look back on these in 10, 20 years' time and really regret some of the decisions that we've made. So there's got to be, there has to be this element of livability with these places, livability for families as well, not just designed around one or two people living in these homes. So all for development, but it's got to be designed properly, and we've got to look forward so we don't regret this in 20, 30 years' time.
Yeah, indeed.